the screen. We do not want to be looking at our faces. Or I assume the viewers don't anyway. But in the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have got Bunny in this best of 5.
And far in the top right, because this is a big map, it is Solar.
Solar, the Africa world sweetheart.
That's him. He's been doing okay for himself out here.
He comes in to pick up his payday in Africa world every now and then. It's kind of funny whenever I message Solar for an Africa world, and most, like 99% of the time he says yes, but like whenever he says no, I'll be like, but you're the Africa world guy.
Trying to find the list.
The list?
Who's won how many.
If you just go to Africa world without any like URL.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah. So Solar has 8 wins, a Laser has 7.
It's been a while since we had a laser in one of these.
True.
Or I guess he played in the 2v2 one at some point. Jown says, live? Yes, this is live.
It sure is.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in.
Yes.
There is a Matcherino linked above in the blurb. You can go contribute to that with code AW60.
Copenhagen Dust says, Cyril nearly went 365 full days without dropping a single series until he lost to Sue in Katowice 2019.
Hold on, I just gotta purge this guy. Oh, that's the warning. I am a horrible... Okay, there we go. And he's gone. Yeah, Cyril's run was really impressive. It was exciting having someone in StarCraft 2 who seems so... I think the word's infallible?
Infallible, yeah.
And then he started to bleed. And it's
Like
that,
they all do.
Yeah, and it's that if you can make God bleed, people will stop to believe in him. I enjoyed having someone who was completely God tier. It's like, oh yeah, he'll never lose. I'm sick of watching Cyril because he'll never lose. Now he loses sometimes. Those Hellions charge on in. Looks like they get 2 drones, because Solar microed his drones very well.
As he is wont to do.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone tuning in today. Tomorrow we'll be having the finals, which will start off with Kier versus Stats, which should be a banger of a TVP, and then we'll move into Zest playing the winner of this match.
Overlord does scout. Nothing too interesting there, to be honest. Is anything here a surprise? I would argue no.
Yeah, Terran hasn't really been surprising Zergs that much lately. Like, what's the last build you saw that, like, you'd say a Terran really pulled the wool over the eyes of the Zerg?
Well, I mean, there was that proxy barracks that beat Don Regu earlier today.
That's true, but that's like nothing new. Or even slightly unorthodox. That's just expected. I think the build TvZ, which is probably like the most common but unorthodox one that players don't expect, is probably like the double port BC rush, which we see sometimes. Quite uncommon, but has snagged a win once or twice. Liberator getting some harassment, kills the queen, does get killed off though. 5 drones dying. I hope I'm saying it right. Smolodon says Kier has to be bummed after his GSL loss. I don't know if I'd say bummed, because he's never made it further in the GSL before. So, I mean, he could be bummed in a sense, but then he could also be ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, it looks super up to it, to competing in the final, but at the same time, it's TvT. And it's a bit of a stress, I mean, just a ball of stress anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like, oh, he didn't compete very well in that TvT.
A TvT against TY.
Yeah.
Like, TY was the other top Terran when Maru was top Terran. He had to get really good at TvT.
Yes, and his TvT is disgusting. Solar making those mutas, which are so popular right now in ZVT. Holy smokes. And you're right, it reduces your baneling count. You have to control the mutas exceptionally well. You're not going to have as... it's tricky, man. It's so tricky. And if the Terran player is putting the pressure on you, your mutas can't harass anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, even in that series, like, it's not like we saw Dongregu's mutas get a ton of damage done to Cure.
No.
And yet he still just won some of the games by macroing up.
Right. And that's the trick, right? If your opponent opens Spire, just be on the other side of the map. Make him defend with the mutas. He doesn't want to do that. He really doesn't. And now instead of, 15 banelings, there's 10.
Oh, look at this attack off creep from Solar. Charging in, gonna clean everything up.
Yeah, muta's doing pretty well. I don't think they took any damage there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well done by Solar. Reinforcements for Bunny have to run across the map. Save at least one of those medivacs. Do you think mutas are more common in the meta now because Terrans tend to be making a lot of tanks at the opening?
I mean, it makes sense.
Wow, look at this Bunny. Going into a 4th base already. Drilling Claws, Widow Mines. Macroing up.
Oh, free slow overlords. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Solar's effectively supply block there, which kind of sucks for him. Another overlord probably going to die and complete the supply block. Oh, nope.
Solar's like, fine, I'll build another one. I'll queue up 5 instead of 4.
Smilodon believes in Bunny here.
I believe in Bunny. I think he's looking pretty good. Another soon-to-be-dead Overlord. It is not a good day to be a Bunny or be a Solar Lord. Thor on the way for Bunny, extra racks, 2-2 about to finish up. Just pretty much as Solar's is about to start up. So that's very, very good timing for Bunny. He could have a strong window against his opponent. He's also going to have 4 bases. As far as what Bunny's doing right now, if we see him throw up like 3-4 turrets at this base and make it a PF, I'll be so happy. And then just push Solar. Another dead Overlord. It's a hard day to be a Solar Lord. 6 dead already. Bunny really moving out all over the map, splitting up his army. Gotta be careful though, these Marines are being chased by the mutas. They aren't ready, they aren't stimming. Now they're gonna try and run away from these Lings. Reinforcements are coming in for Bunny, which should be able to aid these units. Solar behind this. He's getting up to a 5th base. He's got his hive on the way. So if Bunny is going to hit a timing before ultras are out, he's going to have to do it soon. Repositions the Thor already in position to help zone out these mutas. Really, really good call by Bunny. Terran throws up a few more racks, throws up a wall, throws up a 5th base. Bunny seems to be in no rush to try and kill his opponent. which is quite significant. Is he just going to play the late game against Solar? That would be so bold.
Well, maybe he hopes Solar goes into Ultralisks and then Bunny can win.
I mean...
There are attacks all over the place right now.
Yeah. Bunny's just charging in. He's like, hey, let's go.
Everywhere.
And Solar is not really prepared for this. Solar doesn't even have his 2-2 upgrades done yet. So this is actually a prime time for Bunny to fight.
That's very
Solar
close,
comes forward. There's
there.
no 2-2, so his army is just melting against the Terrans. Oh my gosh, is Bunny just going to win this game?
Look at the Thor getting extra
Wow.
hits off.
Okay. I did not expect that.
Bunny's like, I'm just going to hit in 4 places at once and just win, mind you. Yeah, that was great. Fantastic. He's all over. He was dropping in the main, the natural, the 3rd, the 5th. And yeah, he got a little bit lucky because he did manage to get there before the 2-2 was complete, as you mentioned, but I don't know. Even if 2-2 was done, I'm not sure if that would have been enough to handle what Bunny was rolling with there. Not bad.
Yeah, where did that go wrong for Solar is the question. Like, Bunny just
upgrades.
charged across the map. Solar wasn't really ready for it. And then he died.
His upgrades were late? I don't know.
Okay, let's get everyone into the game, and then we'll load into match number 2. I didn't think Bunny was going to come out 1-0 at the start of this, but looking good. That was confidence that he just went into the late game.
That was. Zest did win match 3, Kai, so Zest is moving on, no problem.
Yeah, Zest is best.
Yeah. TV scary. Oh, I haven't been on Golden Wall yet today. All right.
Here we are on Golden Wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so I honestly don't mind Golden Wall as far as Bunny's concerned. Who's in the bottom left, by the way?
In the bottom right, it is Solar.
Yeah, like Golden Wall, as far as Terran's concerned, I think is quite a good map. Because there isn't a ton of paths for, say, like Ling counterattacks and such. And because of that, I guess dropping is the better harassment style, which generally favors Terran. So, and then Terran just has a pretty easy time expanding all over the place. So I do like Golden Wall for Bunny.
Kai says this map is interesting. It certainly is.
Yeah, all I've heard from pro gamers is that they hate it.
That said, not these pro gamers, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Or I guess because it's best of 5, there's one map that Solar hates even more than Golden Wall, at least.
Maybe he hates Submarine.
Maybe because of its name.
Yes.
He's like, why on earth would they name a map like this?
It's like, this isn't underwater at all. I'm tricked.
Outraged. I don't know if I can keep being a pro gamer.
Oh, this is so standard. Third base at 230. Not coming down for Bunny right about now. Speed coming in, droning up.
Is it standard, though? Because Bunny's making like 4 Marines. 6 Marines.
That's true. No Reaper should be a tell to Solar that something's up.
Yeah, this is actually not standard from the Terran. Completely standard from Solar, but a little bit odd from the Terran.
A little bit.
Like, this is a lot of Marines. Ling runs up the ramp.
Sees 4 Marines, says, That's why there's not a Reaper?
Is Bunny gonna, like, if you're Solar and all you've seen so far is this, do you assume it's gonna be like a 2-1-1 or something? Because you see no Hellions. You see high Marine count. This is gonna be like the double Medivac, mass Marine early drop, no stim for Bunny. Oh my gosh. Last Terran I saw do this was Euthermal. The thing is, though, the Zerg expects this attack to be way later, when in reality, all you have to do is wait for the 2 Medivacs, not for stim. This is crazy.
Solar is droning up right now. 5 drones, 7 drones at a time. Really kicking up. I mean, every Zerg has been here where you just drone up way too much and then suddenly attack shows up and you're dead.
Well, yeah, look at this. Bunny is like, alright, I gotta get a wall up because Solar is so aggressive with his Lings right now. He's like, I gotta know what's going on. But there goes Bunny. He's got a Widowmine, a ton of Marines moving across the map. The Zerg doesn't have anything in this location, no Overlords to spot this attack coming. And it's just going to be a drop.
10 Zerglings, which is really going to be helpful here.
Yeah.
And he's bringing his otherlings back home. His Queens are moving into position to kind of help with this as well. I think he has an idea based on where he's set up
Yeah,
here.
he's very unsure of what's coming his way. Now he's going to see.
So the Queen... Oh, yeah, here we go. Ling's getting the surround on these guys.
Oh, good
the
micro from Bunny on that Medivac.
Yeah, Medivac down, though. And, yeah, that's a hold.
Oh, wow. Solid hold.
Yep.
Wow, he only loses
fighting.
1 Queen.
There's 18 more Lings. 26 more Lings on the way is probably an overreaction here.
The Queens were just in perfect position from Solar.
He knew. He couldn't see it, but he made an assumption, and he was right.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew something was coming his way.
That was gorgeous. Nice job, Solar. Smile it on.
Give yourself
Happy
a
about
pat
that
on the
in chat.
back.
Goes into lair. These Lings have to do something. So he's sending them across the map where he was. Because I don't know what he's going to do with 26 Lings. He made those after the drop was cleaned up. Yeah,
Liberator comes in for Bunny.
Gonna get at least a couple kills here. Not bad.
3, 4,
and
5.
1 more. And some larva. Pretty effective Liberator.
Another Liberator at the 3rd. Really good denial of mining. So Bunny had the fast reactor on his starport, so he pretty much just said, right, 2 Medivacs, 2 Liberators.
Yep.
Really cool play. Now he's got his 2-2 on the way. He's going to float over towards the gold base. I mean, the attack didn't get a ton of damage done, but these Liberators are really making up for it.
And there's your Spire from Solar. I don't know. I just feel like so many people watch Cyril and his Muta control, and they're like, I can do that. But then they're not Cyril.
Yeah. I mean, Solar's a competent Zerg, but he's not known for, like, god-tier Muta control. When I think of Solar, I still think of, like, Hydralisk, Lings, Banes. Playing defensive enough, then getting offensive enough.
Liberator has like 40 HP.
I like this. Setting it up at a base to protect from Lings.
I mean, it's okay, but then like 20 Lings show up and it doesn't do much.
Okay, drop to the north from Bunny. Going to be hitting Solar's 4th base. A lot of Zergs do this and have their 4th canceled because they don't scout a drop coming into the north. And the 4th of Solar is canceled. Even losing some drones, losing lots of creep. Good attack by Bunny. Fourth is already on the way for Bunny. He's got his very quick 2-2 upgrades. Solar hasn't started his 2-2 upgrades just yet, partially because he's investing in a bunch of mutas. Fourth base of Solar canceled once again by Bunny. Solar immediately re-queues it up. That's a bit ambitious. Still no fourth for the Zerg.
And coming in here, Bunny, pretty much the same stories we saw in game number 1. Got a bunch of his Marines here, medevacs in the sky.
Solar has a lot of banelings this time, though, and he's going on the offensive.
Rolling off creep, Widowmine's burrowing, and that's a holdup for Solar. Solar's like, nah.
Look at Solar, losing just a couple mutas here and there, but he's still committed to this attack. He does not care. Widowmines.
Alright, not the greatest hits there, and the banelings are still rolling in. That is a full dead SCV line there, no saving it.
Did Solar
Liberator
just
not enough
kill
to help.
Bunny?
He just wiped out his third pretty effectively, but Bunny does have units on the other side of the map.
Oh, there we go. And this is Solar's fourth base, once again, going to be getting canceled. As long as Bunny can keep this CC alive, I think he's in a very good spot, but that probably won't happen from the looks of it. Dropping the main, killing off a queen, trading out with the lings due to the 2-2 upgrades. Does not lift up in time, though, and a baneling gets a good enough connection. I mean, 3 base versus 3 base still. Bunny has the fresher of the bases, too, as this one's technically his fourth. I feel like now is the time we need to see some good Mutalist control from Solar. He's got 16 in his pocket that he can use. Oh, good mine hit.
Yeah, Bunny's able to take that fourth base in the top left. He's not bothering to reestablish the one that died. I imagine there aren't too many resources left there anyway. Oh, mutas, be careful. Oh, so careful.
Not careful enough.
Oh, nope. Man, Solar is just all in on these Mutalisks, making 4 more of them, going into Hive.
Yeah, if he can get to the base in the top left, that would be good for him before Bunny throws up some turrets.
Which he's doing now, and the army's in position to defend it at this point anyway. He's okay. Small group coming in, going after these creep tumors. Very nice. Again, just any tumors you can kill are going to be good tumors. Lings only here, not going to do super well. The muta's a little bit more of a concern as 2-2 finishing up for Solar there. Yeah, Solar's on 71 drones. You think he needs more Smilodon? I don't know if I agree with that. Wow. Did he just take down 2 full medevacs?
Yes, he did. Now, the problem is this has opened up an attack for Bunny to hit to the north of Solar. Solar has made a lot of Banelings invested into defending us. Bunny has got a good Marauder count. It'll be tough to engage with Banelings.
And the pre-split is so nice, too, here. These Banelings just keep getting focused down.
Okay, here we go. Solar moves forward. He doesn't want to detonate the Banes on the Marauders, so they're kind of just hovering around. The Marines of Bunny are running away. The Banelings are mainly all being taken care of. The Thor even gets microed back.
And the attack from Bunny coming up the middle at the same time as he gets chased away up north, but he's coming in, charging right for that natural base of Solar. Well, he knows the army is out of there. The Marines do go down, but this attack doing some serious work. Baneling Nest, if that goes down, that's huge! And it does go down. Ultralisk Cavern on the way, but I don't know if we're going to get to the point where there are Ultralisks. Queen's getting focused down right now. Extractor, nope, Hatchery taking the brunt of the damage right now. Only a handful of Banelings remaining. The Marauders can absorb those shots. The Mutas are more of a concern. And Bunny basically going for another attack, but not expecting to get a whole lot done here.
Yeah, really just trying to make the most out of his units. However, Bunny is getting up to a 5th base. He killed, no, he didn't actually kill off Solar's base except his natural. So Solar is still flying on a decent economy. Bunny, though, is still up on supply. Solar's lost a few mutas trading out. The Terran is on 3-3 upgrades. And those changelings, once again.
Ah, there's an attack. Oh, wait, no, we're good. I don't know. I think on replay, changelings should just be the color of the Zerg, honestly.
I agree. Or they should just be like green or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
There's a third color, right?
Yes. That way that you know they're there, but...
But I mean, even if they're just the color of the Zerg, like, you would know, right? There's like a spot of green inside the Terran base, but nothing's under attack. Okay, it's changelings, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Bunny's starting to push all over the place. Whoever gets an attack into the bottom right, Solar is not really ready for this. He's going to get his Ultras and Lings into position. However, drones will die before this happens. The Mutas are defending to the north, so they are not going to be able to shut down those Medivacs. Look at this, Bunny just on 5 bases, maxed out, 3-3. Compared to Solar, who's only on 2-2, getting +3 armor and chitinous plating. So this is going to be a good test for Ultras. I think Solar's definitely at a deficit this game, but will the Ultras be enough to turn it around?
Oh, decent hits. Ultralisk's getting some nice chomps here.
Bunny has got a lot of Medivacs.
There's a lot. Not many of them have died today. A few have definitely gone down, but not a whole ton.
Bunny looking to bait the Zerg into a bad fight, pre-splitting his army incredibly well. He's got just such a large mass of bio. He's trying to target down the Ultras, which don't have +3 armor just yet, and they do indeed melt against the Terran bio since the Banelings didn't get the connections they needed. Bunny's taking damage on the other side of the map, but he does go into a 2-0 lead.
Is there an Ultra curse? Can I start talking about that now? Like, if you go Ultra versus Terran, you just die?
Solar was behind, though.
I know.
Show me a game which a Zerg really loses when they're on equal terms and they get to
we'll
Ultras.
get there.
That's what then I'll believe.
You don't think the Don Regu game where he went Ultras, he was on equal terms?
No, he was behind. He was by the time he was making Ultras, he was 4 bases to like a 5-base Terran.
Is that the one that started with all the Banshee hits?
No, Dongagu did not.
Why was he so behind?
Because Kier sniped a base or 2. It was on it was on the map we just played.
All right. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't know. I'm still not convinced Ultras are good right now versus Terran. At least not without Infestor support.
The thing is, when you see a Dark game against Terran, he just does so well with Ultras. And that's because Dark doesn't tend to get behind in his games. Like, sometimes when Zerg uses them and are ahead, it just makes Ultralisks look pretty darn good, because there's no stopping them for the Terran. So, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on this. In the top left, he's down 0-2, which surprises me. It's Solar.
Dang it, camera, come back. And in the bottom right, it's Bunny. Yeah, this lag is weird. I've never seen this before.
Is it coming through the stream or through my camera?
Just your camera. The stream looks good, but me watching your camera in StarCraft 2 is like, go here, hold for a couple seconds, now over here, hold for a couple seconds, now over here. It's very strange.
I mean...
And it's not consistent either. Like, now it's fine.
That's kind of weird.
I've never seen that ever, casting with anyone ever before.
Game paused.
Solar has some thoughts.
I am assuming... Okay.
He lagged? No?
Maybe he was just checking a message or something for... I don't know.
All right. No proxy here from Bunny. He feels pretty confident, I'd say, in his position to win the series, which is totally understandable. He should feel that way.
Yeah, he's got room to play. Although, if he did watch Cure versus LaughNgamez, he's like, reverse sweeps are possible.
They're always possible. Especially in a best of 3 compared to a best of 7, right? Fewer games to win.
Yeah. Like, a best of
less...
3 is not even like a reverse sweep, I'd say.
Something.
It's just 2 wins in a row. I feel like it's got to be 3 in a row at least for it to be a reverse sweep. Okay, SCV scout for Bunny. Then his Reaper moves out.
Got a star balloon in from Versco. Thank you for the star balloon. Time to do the Reaper Ling dance.
Wow, Bunny going hard with his Reaper Micro.
So here's a thought about Ultras in relative term to whether the Zerg is ahead or behind.
Okay.
So shouldn't it make sense that if you make a tier 3 unit, it helps you recover from being behind rather than you just kind of die anyway?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And it just feels like they don't even help. It's not even like, he's behind the base, but he's got Ultras, and he made it closer than it would have been. It's just like, no, everything just dies anyway.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The problem is when you watch Dark, he makes like 2 Ultras go for days.
Is he transfusing them? What's he doing?
Well, he'll transfuse them, and then he'll engage and disengage and keep forcing the Terran back.
Maybe that's the trick, is not chasing...
Yeah,
stuff
like
off
we
creep.
have seen some Zergs take really poor engagements with their Ultras.
Especially off creep, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, maybe that's part of it.
I mean, didn't even Blizzard mention that like Ultras weren't used too commonly? I mean, they gave them anabolic synthesis.
Yes.
I guess the problem is that Zerg rarely gets, like, if a Zerg is dying and they're relying on Ultras, the issue is anabolic synthesis is not out by the time they're dead.
Oh, no, it is.
Is it?
It was out, yeah, the last time we saw Ultras come out. No, the one time before that. Not the last time, but the time before that, speed was definitely done. It's not enough. Like, the speed is not enough to chase down anything off creep for Terran if they're stimmed. I just feel like Ultras are great if the Terran player is stuck on, like, Marine tank, then yeah, they die. But if they're doing anything else, they're okay. It used to be like you'd have to get ghosts, or you'd have to get a bunch of liberators, or you'd have to get a bunch of marauders to handle the ultras. And now it's like, well, you know, as long as you have a few marauders sprinkled in, and
well, it's
the rest of it's
quite
Marines.
a lot of marauders.
Yeah, I mean but it's not like, I just feel like you had to have, you know, 15, 20 marauders to really engage. And now it doesn't feel that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like, it used to be, you know, Terran could not handle ultras until, I want to say it was Beyond. Like, Beyond just started using steady targeting on the ultras and just massacring them.
Well, Beyond kind of just Reaper rushes Zerg, so he didn't have to worry about that.
He did, but there were some games where it went later, and ultras were out, and then he steady targeted the ultras down.
But he usually had an advantage because he Reaper rushed them.
Fine, but I'm just saying, I feel like it used to be you had to get out, like, getting out a tier 3 ghost to handle ultras feels balanced, right? But at the same time, it's like carriers are of no use versus Terran because they have Marines. You know, so there's examples of this elsewhere within the game.
Yeah, that makes it like a whole nother discussion, the idea that whether a tier 3 unit should require a tier 3 response or not.
Yeah. Because, like, battle cruisers can be held with queens and corruptors, especially early. I don't know. That's probably a deeper investigation.
There's a lot of layers to this discussion. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Solar make ultras this game. For now, he's going to be making Aspire, probably getting the mutas again.
I mean, have any Zergs today done anything different other than mutiling Bane into Ultra if the game goes long enough?
We haven't seen a single roach.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's been mutiling Bane, and then if the game goes long enough, you can make Ultras, and then you die.
The funny thing is, nothing changed. And Zergs were just like, alright, mutiling Bane it is.
It's Serral. It's the Serral influence. Everyone's like, Serral can do it. He can make turns look silly with mutiling Bane. But no, you're a Serral. Well, some of you are Serral, but not all of you are Serral.
We're all Serral, except we're not. There's the Mutts out for Solar. However, committing to Mutas has really delayed his 1-1 upgrades. So Bunny's already got his 1-1 and his 2-2 on the way, so he's going to have an upgrade lead for the foreseeable future. And Zerg taking this much of a delay, I think, essentially makes it that the Zerg has to get damage done with Mutas.
Yeah, which again, somebody like Serral makes it look easy to get damage done with Mutas, but it's not easy.
And we see Bunny pushing in. He's looking for the throat, honestly, with multiple tanks coming in on the front lines.
Oh yeah, these aren't hanging back at all.
Hellbats as well to help out, pre-splitting his army. Bunny's pre-splits have been really good today. Not being caught off guard at all.
Solar needs to go, like, now.
Yeah, Bunny's also got 1-1 on his units, too.
He's good. Okay, the transfuse on the hatch, and now he's going. The Hellbats are all dead. I think that's a hold.
It's going to be a costly one for Solar. I think the tanks still survive. 2 of them alive.
Oh, that's massive. That tank is almost dead, but it's not dead. Oh, the tank fire on those lings whenever they get close is so brutal. And there's enough Marines where the Mutas can't engage, really.
Oh my gosh. The 1-1 and all the medivac support is really keeping these Marines going. There is a ton of reinforcements.
Okay, so the tanks are gone, but the Marine count is nuts, and Bunny smells blood. Look at this.
Yeah, he wants to push in. He's got to be careful, though. Solar does have a Baneling presence. Upgrades will be equal for the next 20-ish seconds.
Widowmine hit on those Mutas. Pretty good stuff. Is Bunny going home? But
It
he's
looks like he is.
All right. All right, we're being safe.
I mean, Bunny going home is fine. He's got a 4th base on the way. He's got 2-2 upgrades on the way, whereas Solar hasn't started his yet. Oh, Solar sniffs us out.
Mutas. Oh, wait. Hold on. What? No! He saw that! Did he not? He didn't see it!
I guess just not barely. The Lings have sniffed us out, though. These Marines are pretty darn committed, as the Mutas can just come back. Bunny may at least turn this into a window. He's going to take his 4th, maybe push some creep back, which is very far across the map. However, it's going to be pushed far, far back now. Alright, once again, we've got us a maxed out Terran pushing in towards the Zerg with good upgrades.
2-2 not done yet, as per usual here. Widowmine on that little incline, which Solar needs to be careful about going up for sure. He's got Overseers, though. We can see up, but he should be able to handle that. Lings, Widowmines, though. Widowmine's ultimate Ling defense, sometimes.
Yes. Solar's usually pretty darn good about splitting his units, but that time he ate a nasty Widowmine shot. Bunny wants to push towards the 5th base of the Zerg. He wants to get damage done as he's maxed out. He's got an army. He's ready to scrap. Looks like he's just stimming some units and trying to snipe that base that was already injured. That did not work out, though. Is Bunny panicking a little bit that he hasn't been able to get a successful attack off on Solar? Big attack from Solar heading towards the 5th base, but Thor's in position with some bio.
Ten more Banelings on the way. Marauder count is what? 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8. Ultraless Cavern on the way because this is all Zergs do anymore.
Oh, that is a lot of Zerg spilling forward, but Bunny once again is rather pre-split for this. So many Banelings going off in his Marauders. He pulls his Marines back, taking a wonderful engagement against Solar.
I don't know why Solar feels the need to push off creep that far. It really seems dumb.
Yeah, he really went for it, and now he's got barely any Banelings left. Bunny splitting his units, his Medivacs healing his Marines for days, and Solar's army really has fallen off. There's a few more Banelings that have finished up, a lot more Lings being produced.
Yeah, those are some good trades right there. Solar's at 14,000 resources lost, Bunny at 10. Widowmine say get away from our wall.
Okay, here we go. Ultra's on the way. Bunny is looking to push into Solar. Once more, he's got all of his army here. He's got a growing Marauder count. Widowmine's getting burrowed. Could get some big hits off. So far, good dodge from Solar.
Alright, so there's Ultras on the way. Is Solar behind?
I'd say a little bit.
Okay.
We'll see if 1 or 2 Ultras will be enough to help push this Terran back. So far,
All right.
Solar's hanging on. He's going off a creep now. Bunny has a very nice pre-split. Baneling's rolling forward, getting decent connections.
But once again, just enough left for Bunny to push Solar back onto the creep. Nice tumor attack there.
Yeah, I think this is going to go okay for Solar. I mean, he's got 2 Ultras out now. They'll really actually help push this back. I feel he's got Lings moving forward. Mutas. Yeah, look at this. These Ultras are actually helping break this.
Yeah, not bad. Chitinous plating is done. That helps a lot. There's no anabolic synthesis yet.
There's the Widowmines, though. And they're
Yeah, that damage to the Ultras is pretty intense as one goes down. I mean, the saving grace for Ultras is it's not affected by concussive shell. Otherwise...
Yeah, they'd be real garbage if they were affected by concussive shell.
Yeah.
Now, Bunny was pushed back. He's down on supply a little bit now. However, he's still churning out a ton of Widow Mines, a ton of bio, and even has a few Liberators joining up into the fight. It's very good that Bunny has started to invest in this, as you do need something other than just Marines and
Marauders.
Yeah. Solar fighting with just a fraction of his army up at the top, but then the rest comes to the south, is going to send Bunny packing. Bunny down on supply.
Ultralisk escapes with about 10% health. There's two of them that are pretty low on HP. Oh, bad pathing there. Ow, that hurt.
These bases are comically close to each other.
I know, they're spitting distance.
Yeah, that's why this fight is very important. It could be win or lose as far as whether Bunny can hold this base or not. He's pulling back with his bio. Solar's going very far off creep once again. The planetary is the rock, however, for Bunny to defend. The Muta count of Solar is starting to thin out, and there's not that much left for the Zerg player. I think Solar overextended a little bit there.
He did. Fighting in range of a planetary with a bunch of Marauders there is just not a great idea for Ultralisk.
Not one, but two. He had forces by both planetaries.
Is this... There's like some Zerg playbook I'm unaware of where this is all Zergs can do anymore? Is lane bling Muta into Ultras and then like try to win?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's so consistent lately.
Yeah, Terrans are just doing 3cc and macro up, and Zerg in response is just doing Lingbane Muta into Ultra. Now we're seeing some Corruptors, which I guess are being made to help deal with Liberators. Money is getting up another command center, I guess, so when he'll be able to expand to the left. He's looking to push the Zerg, get some good Widowmine connections.
This is tight. This is
a really close game.
This is like such a battleground right here. So many units have died in this tiny patch of underwater seafloor. I say with quotation marks.
The bio is about to pick off the hatchery, getting that as a big win for Bunny.
That's huge. Although Solar's expanded at the bottom, he's... Wait, what is... Solar's like in the middle of the map doing stuff?
Looks like a small Ling counterattack.
I killed some stuff, nothing too terrible. Not great, not terrible.
Okay, Bunny seems to be changing his direction now. However, if he stops attacking this base, all of a sudden his one on the right is vulnerable. So it looks like Solar isn't actually going to counterattack, though. He's just going to reposition his army, worried about an attack from Bunny. We're getting into a bit of a split army scenario right now, as Bunny's got the majority of his army to his south, but yet a notable force to the top right, which can very well push in or be used to defend this planetary.
I've seen Maru use the strategy to quite good effect against Zergs in his time recently. They're kind of attacking on multiple fronts at once with just enough to force the Zerg player back in like 3 or 4 different spots and just make good trades over and over again.
That one Ling has 13 kills.
He's doing all right. He's got the upgrades.
What a monster.
Another SCV kill before he goes down. That's crazy.
Like a fox in a henhouse.
Yeah, having a great time. This is a lot up north, though.
Yeah, Solar fighting with everything on the right side, whereas Bunny is now pushing towards the left, so it's going to be a base for a base type situation. Bunny seems to be trading pretty efficiently against this, though, with his planetary, with his bio-kiting back. Loses 30 SCVs, however.
And the planetary goes down. That hurts, but another hatch is going to die. There's not enough to save it. And Bunny rolling right now. He's up 115 to 96 total supply. He's only got 40 SCVs remaining, but he does have a bunch of mules available and a new source of income to the south, which he is protecting with his army position.
Okay, Solar's pushing forward. Bunny isn't quite ready for this. He's got to pull his bio back a little bit late to the draw. Now all of a sudden retreating back to his planetary fortress. Solar takes a really good fight.
Looking really scary all of a sudden. The Banelings are going after the bio here. SCVs are able to repair the planetary.
Reinforcements from the north, though.
As a result, the Corruptors are a problem, but the reinforcing Marines come in and actually do a great job against the Corruptors here. Medevac's taking serious hits. Ultras arrive late to the party, decide, never mind, we're going to go home now. And he loses a couple of Corruptors. No! Gosh, the Corruptors just
Wow.
Despite
What a
the armor
nail
they
biter.
have. Yeah, that base almost went down. But the Baneling should have gone after the SCVs because the repair was massive there. Instead,
Yeah.
they went after the bio, which I think was the worst short-term decision. Sniping the
Solar's has an
planetary was
income
more important
advantage.
than getting that bio, I think.
What a scrappy match. Bunny is holding on to his planetary, which is his lifeline. He's now starting to move out on the map with small bioforces, which I really enjoy. It's tougher for the Zerg to split on low supply than it is for the Terran. And so we see Bunny taking a fight on the top right, now going to be pushing on the bottom left.
There's a handful of Lings down there, but I'm not sure it's
GG,
enough.
Bunny! Wow, 3-0 Solar. Just like that.
Yeah, so it's the recipe. It's if you make ultras, you die. You better win before you get there.
Yeah, I guess so. Should Zergs just like commit more to mutas and lings and banes and then go for a kill or something on Terrans instead, you think? Or
That's what it feels like. I can't recall a single late game Zerg versus Terran win where they went ultras and won in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Obviously, there are tons of those in past history, but this recent trend is very strange.
yeah, we'll see how that's going to develop. Solar tried to hold on. That was like 20 minutes of non-stop fighting between those players. In the end,
That
though,
was really good. Yeah.
really, really good play indeed by Bunny. 3-0ing Solar is not the result I expected.
Very, very impressive. I didn't expect Onregu to take 2 games off of Cure either, so pretty good game or pretty good day for unexpected results, I'd say.
Yeah, so that essentially means that we're done for the day much, much quicker than I expected. Only 3 hours for 4 best of 5s is pretty darn short. Yeah, thanks so much to everyone tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow our matches are going to be Stats versus Cure, followed by Zest versus Bunny, so 2 TVPs.
Sounds good. I can roll with it.
Okay, yeah. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Do you have anything else to add before we head out?
No, just a quick plug for the Matcherino. If you haven't supported it yet, again, you can just throw free money at these players by using the code AW60 on checkout. That's all you need to do. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's just a bit of your time. The players appreciate it. And the bigger the prize pool, the more effective recruiting for new events will be.
Yeah, you can also grab the event replays and support via doing the quests and things like that. So Matcherino's pretty darn good. We'll be back the same time tomorrow. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in.
Yeah. Tell your friends. Stay safe. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.